Yeah.
putting shit on your phone so much easier than gay little Apple. But I get it. They make a clean product. I get it. People like clean. It's simple to use. I understand. And the privacy thing. I can't knock the privacy thing. They're really
Real.
good about user data. I
It's
mean,
real.
as good as fucking a mega corporation can be. One sec. I'm going to go turn my grandpa's TV off because I can hear it in the background. Oh.
All right, Cooper. I just resoldered my sample. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if it's still fucked up or not.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Still kind of fucked up, but it's better.
Soldered your sample.
Yeah.
Don't screw it up.
All right.
Easy to fucking screw up, dude. I'll tell you that.
What is? What you're doing right
Just
now?
yeah. I'll be right back. One sec.
Yo, football's back tonight.
I know, dude. I have the
So pumped.
Houston winning, I think.
Dude, they might win, man. They might win. You never know on game one. You never know.
No, yeah. I mean, I just bet in the fucking Survivor League that I'm in, and I'm like I don't even care. It'd be nice, but I know I'm not gonna win. I should just ask you for all our picks, though.
The thing is, you actually should. Like,
No, I know.
yeah, and please do. Like, I'll be happy to tell you because, like,
I mean,
like,
what I
people
imagine
are
is there's
stupid.
always one easy game every like.
You
run
gotta
through.
just feel it. Some people can feel their picks. Others just can't. You know.
So I'm in like my friend's like big league that he sets up, and he runs it with like his like cousins and nieces and nephews, and there's like 20 people in there, and fucking I'm going in there with the expectation that it's like a fucking frat fantasy thing, and I instantly make my thing like my name is like the number one masturbator in Nova. And he messages me. He's like, "Yo, dude, you gotta change that right now." Like one of my fucking family members saw it, and they're like, "That's fucking not okay."
That's so great.
And I like
That is so great,
I know,
dude.
dude. And I was like, I didn't know. And then because all their names were fucking like Steelers suck, he, like all this shit. And I guess I just took it way too far.
That is the funniest thing, dude.
Dude, but now I have a really good name that's left. It's called Yuri Tardid's List. As in like the Russian name Yuri, and then Tardad with like a special symbol over the A. So they might just think I'm a Russian man named Yuri Tardid.
Yeah, totally.
I could see that. Oh my god, no. That was a great thing that's happened. There was another thing that happened on a phone call that I was doing, where like I cold call people, and this one guy picked up the phone, and he had like this thick Southern accent, and for some reason, I just mirrored his Southern accent when I said hello.
Yes.
And I just instantly start going with like the y'all, and like I mean I was getting hammy with it, you know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
no way he could have listened to my voice and been like, this is legit. But I had to have like a 5-minute phone call because he actually like did need help and shit. And so
That's
I had
so
to talk
funny,
with just
dude.
in this Southern accent. And I was like, oh shit, I'm losing it. And like halfway through, like my real voice shined, and I was like, oh yeah, no. I would just went back into yeah. Well, y'all, I don't know, y'all, you know. And fucking the guy's like, yeah, I know. I don't get any of this fucking technological shit. And I'm like, yeah, well, cool, peace. But no, I made it through the call. I was happy about that.
That's so good, dude.
I know, but it's a
Dude, you should try to be Indian.
No, man. I just panicked. I just instantly was like, yeah. But one thing I will say, and this is something because I've been on doing a lot of customer service calls recently because I'm locked up in my house. So like, if there is an issue in my life now, I take it to like the extreme where I'll like call in if like my controller's not working and be like, yo, Best Buy, what the fuck? And I gotta say, pound for pound right now, I like India for customer support more than America.
Well, they're usually pretty darn good.
Yeah, man. I think they know it's like they know what options they can do and what they can't do, and will right away do it. because I think for them it's all just about churning out as fast as possible.
Well, they also just work a lot harder.
Yeah, that's true. Americans
You
don't
know,
work hard at all.
they care a lot more about that kind of work because to them that's like a good job, you know.
No, I mean,
Where it was over here, it's like fuck another person, fuck this guy.
no, I
You
mean,
know?
yeah, 100%. And I mean, I will say that I have gotten better, like significantly better. And so it used to be, I think, like there's been a switch where just India's gotten really great tech. I mean, those guys all can speak English. Like, sure, they have an accent, but like, damn, it's easier to understand him than like someone with like a thick drawl or like a fucking Brooklyn accent that can't turn it down. I don't know, but it's I like it, dude.
Mm-hmm. That's good, dude. If you could pick one accent, what would it be to have forever? You know,
Probably like South African.
that's a good one. I know what I would pick, but that South African is pretty good.
So, I mean, yeah, it's like different to everybody, kind of, but also still English and like, I don't know. What would yours be? Hard
Australian.
Chinese? Oh.
Yeah, hard Chinese. Y'all, nah.
Yeah,
Are we
yeah,
recording? Are we
yeah,
recording right now?
We're recording. So no.
Okay. Okay.
But no. It would. I think hard. Any of like those southern New Zealand, like that colonist, that British colonist. You know, that's the accent that we want.
Us.
Well, yeah, but not us, because America's we popularized it. But like if you did Irish could be really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like Finnish and stuff like that, like I don't like the accent that comes. Like if a French person speaks English, like
Well, okay. So that's because these other people are speaking other languages, so their accent is based on the way they speak other languages. Whereas, like everybody you mentioned that was a colony of England, they speak English, so they just speak English a little bit differently. Whereas, like you know,
fair.
a French or a Spanish person speaks from the front of their mouth. They literally speak differently. You know,
that's fair. I get that. That's
Right.
100%.
right? Because we speak from the back of our throats in
Yeah,
English.
dude.
You know.
I speak real gutturally. You know.
Oh yeah, real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
yeah.
sound like I'm dying as I'm fucking, saying just fucking words. But you know, it's a fucking cool thing that I've just discovered recently.
What's up?
Is magnet fishing. Have you heard about this shit?
No.
It's like, fucking, you literally just throw just heave ho a really strong magnet in water, and just drag it through a lake and pick up the shit that comes up with it.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
No, I know, and I'm super into it.
You got anything good?
No, I haven't gotten it yet because the rigs are fucking expensive. These magnets are like $70 because it comes with a whole like pulley system and all this shit. Because
So, like,
theoretically, it could get stuck down there.
How big are the magnets?
I don't know exactly here. If you just Google magnet fishing, you'll see. Because it's the magnets is like a big circular magnet that's about the size of my fist. And so you just drop it in, and there's all these people picking up guns and safes and rockets. I mean, almost all of it's actually some sort of weapon,
Like the One Ring?
ammunition. I didn't even put that together. That would be a bitch of a find. Would be not good.
Oh, the One Ring.
Yeah.
That's gonna bring destruction to the world. Interesting.
What would you do if you knew if you were magnet fishing in a lake in like the Potomac, and like you pulled out the One Ring, put it on, and you went invisible, and you had like 30 seconds before like you're just a ring whore because you know you're gonna be a ring whore if you keep it, but at the same time you could also be one of the most powerful people in the entire world.
Oh, dude, that's tough, man.
That's a real tough one because if you knew what it was, especially, you would be in a real conundrum because the ring doesn't work out, especially if it's Sauron isn't real and you would just become an evil overlord. You know what I mean?
Right, like you could screw yourself over just by using the ring. It won't necessarily make you awesome. You know?
Yeah. And so it's like,
It might just be better to just not even to just throw it back in the river.
Exactly. But I don't know. I generally have no idea. And this is reading everything that I know. I mean, I would definitely want to put it on once. You know what I
Well,
mean? If someone told you
it
that,
sounds like you're keeping the ring then.
yeah, exactly.
Sounds like you're falling temptation to the One Ring here, John.
No, I mean, I'm big enough to admit that Boromir is a man's man, and he
Boromir
fell.
is a man's man. Boromir is just a man. We need to give him more credit.
Yeah, dude, he's a man of quality, and that's for sure. And fucking,
Quality.
I, I'm big enough to admit that I'm like Boromir. I would almost even say I'm exactly like Boromir in a lot of ways.
Well, maybe Faramir, but
No,
not
no, 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 no.
Boromir.
That's
You're
just
Faramir at best.
no. Come on, I'm not Faramir. I'm like,
Yeah, sorry, John.
I mean,
Maybe your older brother Chris is Boromir.
maybe you're fuck. That's too far. Food math, like I don't even know. Just like
Yeah,
not me.
I was like, which? It was pretty obvious which brother to pick.
Yeah, no, I mean, fucking Boromir is definitely Chris as opposed to Matt. Matt would be like fucking Merry and Pippin, like, or some shit like that. Which I can't believe. I was watching this thing again that just like goes over how every single time fucking Pippin fucks up in like the books. And
Yeah,
it's, like,
which is a lot.
It's just so incredible how much every single time he fucking fucks up and just fucking
Yeah.
posts or doesn't post, but just like picks the wrong move of like, hey, let's sleep here. And stuff like that, just like little things that like ended up getting them spotted, and like, oh, let's go for the walk in the woods and look after Frodo, and then he's the reason they get captured. He's the reason Boromir dies. It's like all of this shit.
Right. He knocked the thing down
Yeah, and
in
Moria,
in
and all that
Moria,
stuff.
and then he looked through the orb like.
And it's like, who knows what would have happened if he convinced like Eowyn to stay instead of go out onto the field. Like, technically, Witch King would have lived, but maybe Theoden wouldn't have died. Like, all this shit. Like, and the guy really went in on it. It was actually a great video for how nerdy it actually fucking was.
Dude, I love some of those videos, man. I watched like I kid you not, like a 30 to 40 minute video on Halo lore, and it was just like all the Halo videos from like before the game even starts to like after the series ends or like where it's at now. It was
Yeah.
very interesting. I really enjoyed learning about Master Chief and all the Spartans and all of that.
No, the stuff they did with like um the pre-Spartan lore and like all of the Reach stuff. I didn't love Reach as a video game, but I really enjoyed like the Reach story and the idea of knowing what happened to the Spartans and why fucking Master Chief's the last one. I thought that was really, really well done.
Yeah, and he's like the last one and by far the best one left. And
Well,
like,
because
he
he's
was,
also
like,
the
Type
different
A.
generation. Yeah, he's
Right.
like the new generation that like they just all the other ones got fucked over time.
Mhm.
And that's why I kind of fucking hate the new 5. Did it go over Halo 5 and all that shit?
It did. Yeah, I haven't ever played 5. 4 was as far as I got just because of the system, the consoles, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean the 5 stuff, just the concept of having like a new hero and like the fact that he was the fucking guy from OST and shit like that. I don't know. It just didn't. I didn't fucking like for it all. Like,
Wait.
just have us play as Chief.
Oh, wait, you didn't play as Chief in 5? You played as some other
No,
scrub?
you play as John Locke. Is I think his name.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so gay. Yeah, no, excuse
And
me,
he,
that's dumb.
Well, he talks and shit.
That's so lame. You want to be Master Chief. You're playing Halo to be Master Chief, you know?
Exact. I mean, and it's such
Just you know what you are.
an obvious fucking like definitely 100% of the time like he's the character. Like you can like I don't know. You can't, especially without a game to pass the torch. You can't pass the torch.
Right. No, I totally agree. Because Master Chief is just so cool and he's so badass, and even the Arbiter too. But like, you're like this feared figure. Like all the Covenant see you, and they're like the demon, and like you're like that guy. So it's so awesome to be Master Chief.
No, I mean 100%. And I mean the whole concept and like again, it's all about the lore. It's like to bring in just a fucking brand new, like, oh, he's the new fucking Spartan, and like he's the result of our newest program or whatever the fuck, is such like a bitch slap to everyone. Like you can put time into that. Like you can make it about, I don't even know, Master Chief fucking training. Like now he has to train a new Spartan recruit. Like give me that game. You know, like I don't know, and like that would be so good, and you could kill because it's. I mean, every character's got to die. Like at some point in the story, like it, because then it gets boring. Like technically speaking, like your character should at some point get hurt, and they should have this moment where they're like, ah, fuck. I mean, Halo's a little bit different because fucking Halo. I mean, Master Chief is Master Chief.
Yeah.
But they still could have like a big like some way to pass the torch if they don't want to do it yet. But then they bring Master Chief back for this Halo Infinite, which is the next one, and it's like, just fuck, guys, come on. I don't know, but the new Halo, you might like it. It takes place all on one Halo.
Yeah, I like that. That's kind of cool. I mean, I like just being on the Halos. The Halos are cool.
Well, yeah,
I know the landscapes and the settings are really cool.
I mean, it's all the one thing I don't love hearing is that it's fucking open world, because it's fucking apparently like that gives a lot of games just excuses to be generally shitty these days. Like, oh yeah, we put a lot of time into the open world. It's like, no, you didn't. You built a city and you gave a fucking mini golf activity, and that's it. But I mean, a lot of games do that now because that's just like a big buzzword that ticks off. Like, oh, it's like GTA. It's like, no, it's fucking not. But the fact that this one is open world, like I think it's kind of cool that when you look up, you'll be able to see a spot on the Halo that you can go to. But like,
that is kind of cool.
But like, how do you do a fucking story mission open world?
Right. Well, I mean, you think about GTA. You know, you can do anything you want, but
I know.
you kind of have to initiate each mission.
Yeah, I mean, in Halo ODST technically had an open world, but it wasn't nearly as open, and it was like a much more concrete path thing. Like you could do the missions in any order by like going to a different hub zone, but it never was like, hey, fucking, you don't really have a goal and you're just finding your way around. Because I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see it, but everyone, I mean, and it did look really bad graphically and all this shit, but it's I'm very interested to play it. I'm a big fucking Halo guy. Halo over COD for me any day of the week.
Yeah, I would say in terms of like in terms of the story, definitely Halo. The multiplayer, COD multiplayer is really good. They're both really good multiplayer, dude.
It's hard. I mean, what I would say is like I think I like the classic Halos multiplayer more than I like the classic CODs, but I like the newer CODs, which you haven't played, but like they're much more a return to Call of Duty 2 and Black Ops. Like basically they restarted it and they said like, hey, this is fucking Modern Warfare now, and we're taking parts from Modern Warfare 1 and 2 and rebooting everything. And the new game is going to be it's not called Black Ops, but it's called Call of Duty Cold War. So yeah, I mean, it's Black Ops and it's made by Treyarch. I mean, it's fucking, so it's basically rehashing it, which is fine. I mean, whatever, who cares? But at the end of the day, right now it does play better than Halo 5, because Halo 5 was fucking such a big disappointment.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they introduced like a new alien species, because I get them being written into a corner at the end of Halo 3, but like there are just so many different ways you could have done it. You could have had a story where you're just the Arbiter, like, whoa, and that would have been much more serviceable.
Like take a break from Chief. Yeah, because you know Chief's still there. You're going to be Chief again, but you just want to be the Arbiter for a game.
Yeah. Also, now that I realize this, I've been meaning to say Halo 4 instead of 5. But no, in any case.
Okay. That changes everything, dude. Yeah, because I played all through Halo 4 multiple times. You know, I'm pretty familiar with Halo 4. Yeah, the Didact and all that stuff, and the Prometheans. I don't really like fighting them either. It doesn't feel good.
All of it. I'm thinking about all of it. Everything with Locke blurs together for one game with me. I just looked it up, and story-wise,
because you're Master Chief in Halo 4.
Yeah, because you're Master Chief in Halo 4. It's when you just play as fucking Locke.
In Halo 5.
In Halo 5, that's when I'm like... But also, it's just... in general, as soon as they started to do like added in lock and all that stuff, like I don't know, don't love it. Like, and it's so busy. It's just not here nor there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the Covenant are a better enemy. I think they're more fun. They're way more satisfying to kill elites and brutes than it is to kill Prometheans and stuff like that. And it gets just a little funky with all of the Forerunner stuff that they go
Yeah,
through, and it's like you can't really follow the story really exactly, but it's kind of cool. I don't
no,
know.
I
I
mean,
like the Covenant stuff more.
I love the Covenant. Like the idea of the Covenant to me makes so much sense, and to have them go back and just introduce the Forerunners, and then like I said, I think Locke is just so much of a weaker guy. Like if you're gonna give me a new Master Chief to fill the roles, make him like a real big noob and not already like a complete badass like Locke was or tried to be. You know, like I don't know, no one's gonna be Arbiter too, because Arbiter's dope,
Yeah,
and
Arbiter is dope.
like to play as Arbiter and Master Chief at the same time in Halo was like you and your boys were like, yeah, we're badasses. Like
Right.
this
Halo
kind
2
of
and Halo. Really, the first three Halos are so freaking
they're
good.
just so
Every single
amazing.
one of them are so good. Logan and I would play them every single day. Like, they're just so good.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's like in this simple match, like how it did online, where it's like, oh yeah, Griff Ball, only rockets, rocket race, like
Oh, dude,
they
you could do
embraced all
so
that
much
shit.
fun stuff. You could do
Yeah,
so much fun stuff.
like
Yeah.
Infected and COD doesn't have anything like that. I mean, and
Right.
COD has vehicles now in it and shit like that, and then they've just never, they're not like embracing the wacky and as much as
Mm-hmm.
Halo, which was, I mean, Grunt birthday party getting the skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, COD did have the old CODs back. I mean, I guess games just in general had more little, like, hidden secrets. Now they don't really, but they like, I think the ray gun thing in COD, where you got the ray gun on the story mission in Japan, was the only thing close to the skulls. But the skulls are great. I mean, Grunt Birthday Party is great. Anything that impacts gameplay that you can turn on to make like playing through the story again more fun the second time through is better.
Agreed.
Like 100%.
Yeah, because it gives you incentive.
Yeah, and that's why I hate. I mean, all the COD stuff and just any other Easter egg is kind of like really, like, just give me cheat codes. That's all I want. That's why GTA is amazing.
Like, yeah, GTA, and also another one game that's kind of like that, Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands is
And
good about that.
and
You know
like,
what game?
yeah,
You
I
know what
mean,
game's actually the best about it though, John?
What? No,
Risk of Rain.
don't. You weren't even listening to what we were talking about.
I just popped in and heard you guys talking about fucking
Video games. And
yeah. That's the best game ever.
it's not though. I don't know how you're not bored of it, dude. I see you playing it all the time, and it's like I'm like, wow. And I know you're just playing by yourself.
I'm playing with Jock actually.
Oh, where
We're
are
just
you?
fucking yeah. So hard, dude. It's so challenging. It's great.
Yeah,
What were you guys talking about though? Did I
Uh,
just
the Halo.
what was it? Oh,
Um,
nice.
the Halo COD Wars. Have you heard about Cooper? You might have actually picked up on this in your radar. All of the fans that are pissed off at EA, like
Yeah,
for real
yeah.
this time.
because they're like, yeah, at a certain point, they're like, we've 15 years and the game hasn't changed one bit. Like, at a certain point, they finally snapped.
Yeah.
I can't believe it took this long. I
Yeah.
can't believe they kept still buying the games, but they finally did realize
I know.
it.
Yeah, it's just like it's literally there's no difference at all.
Yeah, there never
Actually
is.
none. Yeah, every year it's like, wait, you guys want to play Madden like fucking 08 or Madden like 10? You're like, whatever.
Well, did you
Yeah.
guys see the Madden 19 thing? How the fucking logo was on the same banners?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it actually said Madden, like on the release of the game.
Really?
It says Madden 19 instead of Madden 20. And I mean
That's
that shit,
hilarious.
I mean, yeah, in the I don't know if cuz I read about it cuz I'm super interested cuz it's a big deal because if someone else gets that sports sim contract, like that's
Yeah.
huge. But no, if Madden or did you see the last Madden tournament, the guy who won it put a punter as his QB because technically his punter had like the fastest and highest stats and just never threw the ball. never threw it once, and just ran up the field, and it's so boring to watch. It's so boring, and the guys playing are like, yeah, I guess this might be interesting, but no, and then they just run up the field. Like, there's no throws, and there's no even variations of plays, because it's not even a simulation anymore. It's just, hey, who's the fastest person in the game, and how can he just outrun absolutely anyone?
It's just about like being good with the runner, though. Like,
Yeah. Well, no, it's about.
maneuvering?
So I guess some players just have like the 99 in the running stat. I don't know what stat it
okay.
is,
All right.
and they're very
And then
rare,
just, like,
and
flip
none
the
of them
ball.
are QB. But you can switch your team, and so one team has like a really good defense. I think it's like the Raiders or something like that, has like a great defense. But then you can switch the punter with the QB, and so now all of a sudden you have like this unstoppable defense with a guy who's just factually faster than everyone else on the field, and never slows down because they've never added in like a great loss, like a fatigue thing, which would make sense, like in a simulation, the runner should get tired, and maybe his pace dies. And I'm not saying I know
Right.
how to code that shit, but that's what should happen. But not Madden, so they just fucking run the entire 200-yard length.
So
of the
which
field.
Madden was this again?
This is not this. The last tournament this was done in was 19,
okay.
but it's still
All right.
doable. It's still how they play it now. He won
Okay.
$100,000 off that tournament, and wait, was it 100 or was it more?
That's so weird. I mean, having played Madden before, I feel like throwing the ball is a pretty good strategy too.
It's just not. And when you hear the fucking people talk about it, they're like, "Boy, I wonder if we're gonna see any picks or fumbles." Probably
Just
not,
not
though,
fun.
because
It's
he's
just not
never
even fun to
passed
watch.
once in this tournament. Like, it's just.
Then again, who would just kind of watch those? Who would just watches those like Madden games?
I mean, I think.
If they're just running, it would be fun if they were actually playing. Like,
Oh, okay. No, never mind. Hold on. What was the grand prize thing? Because I think it was way more. We'll have a prize pool of $700,000. That was the pool, though. What's the grand prize? Fuck, I can't find it. But I mean, it's stupid. And yeah, you're right, Jacob. Like, technically speaking, he should because when we play, we're not trying to like min max shit and just exploit the game.
yeah,
But when these guys play, they're absolutely 100% just competing.
yeah,
for
they're
the
just,
game.
they're not playing for sport. They're just playing for like that pure.
Well, it's
victory.
a weird. It's like it is sport, but it's evolved
Yeah.
to this whole point where it's like
Right,
now it's
right, that's
not
what
even
happens.
a game. Like it's
Yeah,
like
The cheese becomes too powerful. It needs like balance.
100% of the time,
Yeah.
and they just they've never even done about it. And then when you factor in like not even like the graphics aren't really even that good anymore. Like, and that used to be the whole fucking thing, was that the graphics were like, yeah, the new Madden looks beautiful, but now it's just like, oh, it doesn't look that great. And so, I mean, I would personally would love to see them go back to making fucking multiple simulation games. Like, I would love to see what competition did if if you got to play fucking NFL 2K20 or 21. That'd be tight. Or I mean, probably wouldn't be tight. Probably be just another shitty sports game, but
Yeah. I'm like, are the UFC games any good now?
no.
They were actually, I remember they were kind of fun though, and I used to play like for a little bit.
Well, because they're fighting games. Like they're just.
Yeah.
I mean, the UFC
they're just
formula
like
translates so much better to games than fucking.
It's like kind of like a 3-dimensional fucking
It's Tekken.
like
It's
Tekken. It's
I
like
mean,
a 3-dimensional
it is-
Tekken thing.
it will at like at the end of the day, because it all like just, and that's kind of how fighting works in general. It's like if you're blocking, you can grab them and grapple them.
Yeah.
If they're open, like that rock paper scissors kind of whatever. But I mean, it's not
Yeah.
bad. People just don't like. I guess they didn't include nearly as many fighters as they could this time around,
Uh-huh.
and so it's weird. It's like it's like a lot of great names like BJ Penn and like people you would have expected. Like I think Chuck Liddell's in it, but there was some big name that just wasn't in it. I can't remember, but he's huge.
I can't wait to watch some of the upcoming UFC fights. Costa versus Adesanya.
Dude, that fight's gonna be
Who do you think's
good.
gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win that one?
Huh? I think fucking Stylebender's gonna piece him up, dude.
Yeah, I kind of think so too.
I think
I kind of
Chris
want
has
Costa
no
to win
match.
there.
No, I want Costa to win, and
Yeah.
I like Stylebender a lot too. I think he's a great like troll and
Yeah.
shit and all that, and he's into anime, love it. But at the same time,
So
like
is Costa's like pretty fucking.
no, Chikasa's hilarious. I mean, the video
Yeah.
he made
Yeah, the one where he like,
beats up fake
yeah, he has
is
like a fake fight.
yeah. It's
It's so
so fucking
ridiculous.
funny. I mean, it's so great, and I mean,
Yeah.
I'm so here for all that. Um, and I think that's wonderful. But I don't think I think Stylbender's just got such long arms.
Yeah, he's just gonna.
It looks exactly like John Jones, and or
Yeah.
like where he
And he
kind
just
of
uses that to win. He's just gonna be able to like,
yeah. 'Cause
keep
if
him
you-
at
if you
keep him at
can't hit
range.
him, yeah,
Yeah.
if you can't hit a fucking human being, you're not gonna want to fight, and you can't hit
Yeah.
that guy because he's 8 feet away from you.
Yeah, he's so tall.
Well, he's not.
Like
He's
6
also
feet.
tall. As like his arms are just so long,
Yeah.
and his limbs and all that shit. But then I mean, I don't know. Fucking, you know, it was
Costa's
great.
also huge too. That's the other thing.
Well,
though.
Costa's built, but he's not tall. And I think
Yeah,
what
how
I've
tall is
seen
he?
is that tall kind of wins. If
He's
if
6 feet tall, dude. How tall is Adesanya?
it's the reach thing, man.
Yeah.
You gotta look at reach.
Okay, Israel Adesanya is 6'4", so he's really tall.
Yeah, man.
He's still
Is
4
an
inches
80-inch
taller.
reach. Paulo Costa has a 72.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 8 inches is fucking huge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like a. I mean, that's a sizable advantage. But at the same time, who knows? I mean, that's a wonderful thing about the UFC is that at any
Yeah.
point in time, some fist could connect, even accidentally, with your
Oh,
jaw.
I mean, yeah. I guess the point is they're both humongous for 185 pounds. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
and Costa can knock him out for sure, and he's good too. Obviously, he's like he's undefeated, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So he's a fucking good fighter too.
No, I mean, I think that will be a great fight, and I think it's nice that they all like. There's like the blood going into it is generally good humored at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, hey, I'm gonna murder your family. It's like,
Yeah, it's just like, whatever.
you're a bitch. Like, oh.
Yeah.
And fucking Costa like making all those memes about him beating the USADA testing. It's so
Right.
fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, that's so great.
Yeah,
Well, because I
it's
mean,
just
imagine
like-
how much of accomplishment it must feel to have everyone just be like,
What if he's
Fucking
actually
on
just
steroids.
not? What if he's just not on steroids?
No, there's. I don't think there's any way. I mean, USADA's hard to beat. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's not happened before, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, USADA is the real fucking deal. Like, the Russians had to come up with a really elaborate operation just to fucking beat USADA. And I don't think,
Yeah.
no offense
No,
to
it'd
Paulo
be hard.
Costa and Henry Cejudo, who's training him, but I don't think they got the kind of upstairs knowledge that it takes to fraud USADA to win one fight. And I think,
Yeah.
I mean, unless I'm wrong in that I have no idea what I'm talking about, and there's some gym trainer that's like, all you do is take your urine at the end of your pee train.
Yeah.
You know,
Middle, John.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but like, who
I
knows
do.
to say
Yeah,
if that really
John.
works?
Come on.
And you just gotta take the right shit they're not looking for, like, you know, like the really like off the wall kind of stuff, like battery acid.
Yeah, sir.
You know?
We couldn't find any drugs in your system, but given the amount of human cells in your urine, are you drinking stem cells? It's like, yeah, that fucking makes me jacked. That would work, right? If you just drank stem cells? They just make you strong, like a superhuman, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's how I've been portrayed, or it's been portrayed to me.
By South Park.
Well, yeah. I mean, by South Park mainly. I'm not gonna lie. Almost all of my stem cell research, now that I think about it, has
It's from that one episode of when Superman is like eating babies.
Yeah, I mean, it's from that episode, and then fucking the goddamn episode, or then Joe Rogan just being like, "Yeah, I shot some stem cells into my knee, and now I can kick again." And I'm like, "All right, okay." Is that all it
Yeah.
takes?
I think you just got to get it injected. But yeah, that's like what a stem cell is. It's like a blank cell, and it just like goes to where it needs to go.
Apparently in the new UFC fighting game.
That's just like how you become immortal, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Seems
that's
pretty obvious.
that's
Pretty
what
much, yeah. You
it is.
just, yeah.
You just
You
live
keep-
off of
you just
aborted
need, you just need enough.
fetuses.
You just need enough stem cells. Like, sounds like the answer.
Yeah, I know.
If
It's
I'm
just,
not
it's just
mistaken
you're
here.
just young. You're just young again. That's
Yeah.
what a stem cell is.
It just
Like-
washes over you. And
Like
You
just,
just
that's
need
what
those-
Jerry.
Yeah, you see those dank cells.
That's just like what Jerry Jones is taking to stay alive till he's going to be 150. You know, Jerry Jones literally is Monty Burns from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, I mean, does he
Like,
actually
if
take
you-
stem
if
cells?
you, if you think about it, no, he probably does. Though he'll live forever.
Yeah. How old is
When you're
he?
that rich, dude, you can live forever. Oh,
77. What were we gonna say?
Sorry, long touchdown. I was reacting to that.
Wait,
Oh,
who-
is
who's-
there a
who's
football
touchdown?
game?
Who's
Yeah,
touchdown?
Mahomes just threw like a 40-yard touchdown.
Oh, is it a
To,
real game or a preseason game?
Yeah, it's a real game. First
Oh
game.
shit. Where can I
Yeah,
watch
it feels so good to watch it right now. Honestly, like this is one of the most satisfying like first games. Just watching football and just based on everything in the world going on. like,
Yeah,
this is just so nice,
yeah. I'm gonna try to check it out.
dude.
right now.
Football is so much better than every other sport
Yeah,
to
it's
watch.
so fun to watch.
Like it's just
Especially
not.
this game, Texans versus the
Yeah,
Chiefs.
it's a great
That's
game.
a good game.
And Mahomes just threw a
Oh.
40-yard dime. You know. I don't know if it was a catch
Damn,
though.
I
He might have dropped it. Oh, I think that's going to be called back. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, gotta. It's a good thing to just check out,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
especially if you know sports for a long time.
My buddy just informed me that I did not pick the Chiefs, or not who I thought I picked, but actually the Rangers. So fuck the Chiefs right now.
Well, the Rangers are a baseball and hockey.
All right.
team.
Well, I don't need whoever's fucking the Chiefs are playing against. I've accidentally picked them
Oh, you picked
instead
the
of picking
Texans?
The Texans, yes, and so I think I just fucked up bad.
No, I mean it's not a bad choice. The Texans are a good team too. So it's like, you know, yes, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl and probably have a more talented roster. But like I said, week one, you never know. I would never bet on a week one game. It's random.
Yeah,
You know.
sounds about right.
But if you
I
had
mean-
to pick a team that you thought was going to win this week,
You're gonna like this. The Cowboys will beat the Rams.
I mean probably Rams.
Yeah,
Rams were some Djibouti last year.
Yeah, no, the Rams aren't. The Rams went all in that Super Bowl year, and they came so close, but they didn't win. And now
Yep.
they're facing, you know, what's the term? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're hurting from it now.
Well, and then they
Oh.
just signed that fucking tight end or whatever. That's not like the largest tight end contract.
No, that was San Francisco.
No,
was George Kittle.
Someone just got
Yeah, George Kittle and the 49ers.
Rams. I mean, I obviously have no idea what I'm talking about. I fucking barely.
Wait,
knew
is
who's
what's his
playing
name?
today.
Who's the quarterback for the Texans?
Deshaun Watson.
Watson. Yeah,
He just got a big contract.
He's good. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he is good.
It's kind of. Was he playing for the Bengals too, or no?
No.
Damn.
These are like two good young quarterbacks playing each other. Then.
Yeah, no, it's like pretty much the two best young quarterbacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Like by far. You could throw. I mean, these guys are better than Dak Prescott, but he's like the other guy, kind of in that
Yeah,
category.
right.
Yeah.
Well. Jacob,
Anything
how's-
going on?
What?
No, I already
Oh.
did my bits. Talked about
Oh.
magnet fishing, a
Our
southern
bits?
accent call.
Fuck, man. I was just taking some data. That's what I was doing. Preparing some samples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I got this competition this weekend. Did I tell you guys about it?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's for money. So I'm hoping. to
Oh,
win.
right. You did tell us about that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you did with Sean.
Are you feeling good right now? You feeling juicy or what?
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely in the best shape I've ever been in. Like, I'm feeling real good. I know there are going to be some really good guys there, though. That's the only thing. Like I there just are. Like, the thing
Yeah.
is, it's a pretty predictable sport.
An
Like,
all-day tournament, though?
the best people win. Yeah, it's all day. The best people always win. Like, there aren't
Right.
really that many surprises. So, like,
Right.
you always know right when you show up, like, kind of who's going to win.
Right, right. Like right when the event kind of starts.
Right, pretty much. But in many cases, this is a very small community, and you kind of know everybody in the area. At least once you're, at my level,
Yeah.
you kind of know everybody in the area who's actually better than you. It's not like some random person is just going to show up and be better.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen. So,
Yeah. Makes sense.
but no, there'll be some good competition. The goal is, definitely to at least podium and get some cash.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the cool part. Just winning that little award there. When is it on
Yeah.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's get some good competition. I've been doing. The gym actually just opened back up at MIT.
Oh,
Been in
really?
there, working out, doing some. But I was actually working out before. I'm just still doing a lot of like rings and like like dips. I was doing like some weighted dips, weighted pull-ups.
Yeah, those are good,
that kind of
man.
stuff.
A lot of body
Those are always
weight.
good.
Like working on a lot of handstands.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Mhm.
see this handstand push-up, Jacob.
Dude, I honestly think I can.
Like
definitely-
free-
I'm working towards the
freestanding?
handstand.
Well, why don't you take that phone that you're talking into, pop on the video, I'll throw it up, and let's see a handstand pull-up or push-up.
I don't think I could do it right now, but
Not right now.
I could try it.
It's possible. I'm just saying we have the technology now.
Should we try it?
Huh? I mean, if you are in on it, I would say go for it. We can just,
Yeah, do it.
you know what I mean? You can give us a little video tour of the lab. I mean, can you
I'm
turn
not in the
on
lab. I'm
video?
not in the lab right now. I'm at
Oh,
home.
you're at home
just got back.
calculating
Yeah.
data?
No, I was just doing my shit, and then I just got home like a couple minutes ago. When I got on.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You remember when he got off for like 20 minutes?
Yeah, I
was
do remember
left.
that. Yeah, now
I was
that I
like
think
putting my
about
shit
it.
away, and then I left, and I
And
walked
you
home.
came back on. Yeah. Hey man, I had an interesting night up until right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It looked that way.
Yeah, no. I got nothing. So are we doing this a movie podcast or what?
I think so, man. We just need something to talk about.
I know, obviously, because we're floundering at 41 right now. This might be our shortest one ever.
This one, I'm just not really into it right now for some
Well,
reason.
I mean-
the last one was good.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm
last
trying
one was
to-
great. I mean, last one was fantastic.
I mean, like
I drank like
think
4 beers in the last one, and I was ready to talk.
What up? No. I think the last one was great. I think that's fine. And I don't hate movies, Cooper. I don't dislike that idea at all. And especially right now, I actually recently took the plunge and got HBO Max. So it's kind of something big that's been happening in my life.
Whoa, interesting.
Wow.
Mainly just for South Park. If I'm being 100% honest, when I'm doing paperwork at work, I just put on South Park. And it's nice because there's just so many episodes.
Yeah.
I would have gotten
Watching
Disney
South Park at
Plus.
work.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Because it's
Dude,
like I'm doing
so easy.
paperwork. I'm not calling
Yeah.
anyone on the phone. I would never
Right.
watch and call, but paperwork.
Right. Yeah.
Paperwork, man.
What the fuck is paperwork?
Yeah.
Jacob, you don't have paperwork? Imagine
Like
you have
what-
a
like
shit
what-
ton.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
you
mean,
sound like a fucking grizzled vet. Like
What's your paperwork like? Though?
paperwork.
Me?
Like, yeah, what's your
It's just,
paperwork?
it's just
Yeah,
like a
well-
lot of fucking like orders, and so it's like the whole thing is like just processing kind of orders and stuff like that, and like writing
Right.
quotes. But the
Right,
problem is
okay.
that like, and Jacob, maybe you know, with like getting like a research thesis done, but like everything government purchased needs to be like approved, and often with a proposal process.
Right.
And to do that on a fast level, so if you need a fucking Adobe like Connect license to actually talk with like someone you're working with, and you need it like today, to go through a whole proposal process, finding a reseller, like all of that shit takes so long.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I usually just have other people do that.
Yeah, well, there were the other people, and so like that basically comes in, and so it's like formatting and saying, okay, the quote has this correct heading on it, so we can send it out. This is in the contract, so we don't
I
send out
see.
something that's like,
I see.
yeah, blah blah blah, and it's not like, I feel like in
Is that what
maybe
you kinda
10
did too,
years-
Cooper?
Oh, sorry, what?
Were you just like doing fucking paperwork at your
dogging
office
on
job?
me that didn't even listen.
No, I wasn't doing. I was listening. I
They
wasn't.
just
doing
scored a
paperwork.
touchdown though. I did see that.
No,
No, I wasn't doing paperwork. I was Just doing shit on spreadsheets, man.
Oh yeah.
Excel.
It was all about spreadsheets, bro.
Yeah, whereas all our stuff is all about like this one
like
app
orders.
that the fucking CEO made, and that's like the most useful. It's like Salesforce, if you know what Salesforce is, but for government shit. And it's just, it's hard to use, so it can't be automated just yet. But I swear to God, in like
I was gonna say, dude, it sounds like something a computer could just fucking whip up in like 0.5 seconds.
the problem
That's how our
is-
system works. It's all like automated. I just go through this like buy to pay website, and it just like does all this shit.
Well, no, so I mean, a computer does do a large amount of the work, but I guess the
it lasts a little bit.
it's just like the small
Or like customer service is like what
Yeah.
I would think.
And
I end up having to call people a lot. Like, where is this shit at? Like, I
no,
thought you sent it now.
exactly. And so our whole job is to basically smooth that process out.
Right, you basically just fix things.
Yeah, and because like once you add and it's so weird because you're not wrong. Like so much of the government and like all of this shit should just be completely eliminated. Like in the perfect world, like
Feels like it
the
could
government
be,
should just be able to go to Adobe and say, "Hey, I need a Photoshop license. Can you not screw me over on the price?" And have Adobe be like, "Yeah, sure. We have one price for everybody. It's flat." Like, because the government's gonna buy it no matter what. Like at the end of the day, government's gonna get what it wants. So like the fact that there's so many steps and the fact that my company does billions in dollars of revenue based off of just making those steps run smoother, like in a perfect world, my company shouldn't exist. The government should just be able to really easily buy shit. You should be able to trust that, like,
Dude,
guy at
that's
the
like
parks
the
makes
case.
yeah,
That's like the case for so many different companies, though.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, but it's such a thing where it's like now, if you were to start like a constitution right now, if the founding fathers were today in the age of like apps and all this stuff, I mean, I think about how much easier it would be to like get licenses, sign up for things, buy
That is
within
kind
the
of true.
government. It's just like it would be
Yeah.
so much more streamlined and so much more like
It's so
app-friendly.
outdated.
Oh,
Yeah. Ooh, what was that?
that was
Just
a
noise.
really dope touchdown run, actually.
I certainly hope for the Texans.
Yeah.
Oh, dope. But no, but yeah, and so I mean, Jacob, you're getting it. Like it's how smart we are now. Like the fact that I can Uber like instead of paying for a taxi is a great example.
Yeah.
Like I'd love.
Yeah,
to
a
see
lot of
what
this stuff
Uber-
could be done like in an app in a weird way.
Yeah, if like a guy in Silicon Valley thought working in the government was cool at all.
They're totally gonna try to do that though.
Well, I
will
mean,
do
it
that.
has to. Like, at some point in
Yeah.
time, it's kind of like with the direct deposit thing with our tax refunds now. It's like, at
Right.
some point in time, you had to stop sending
It just-
checks through the mail. It was just didn't
Yeah.
make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
because because it's fucking stupid. It will get lost. Like,
Just
Wow.
stupid. Yeah.
No,
Just
I
do it
mean-
on live. So much better.
it's so much better. Like, and I hate. I had to sell like a stock the other day, and the fucking share owner people just actually didn't have an online portal, or they had one, but you couldn't request any information that you actually might need from it, and you had to fucking call in and have them mail it out to you, and it takes like 2 weeks to mail, and you're like, this is just ridiculous. They're like, yeah, but it's more
not
secure.
useful.
It's like, give me 3-factor authentication, and I'll like it'll be
whatever.
secure enough. Like,
Yeah.
I do my taxes online. Like,
Yeah.
surely,
Like everything is online.
Yeah,
It's just-
banking's all online. Like, come
Yeah.
on, don't tell me it's
Like-
not secure.
Like it's yeah.
But would you feel comfortable?
I guess it
voting
could.
online?
I just guess it could be hacked. The only thing about it being online is that if it does get hacked, it can get hacked in a huge way. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah,
in a weird
that's
way,
true.
the in-person voting can only get hacked so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, I agree.
it can only ever be hacked like what? Like 5%, 2%. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, it's
How
a
many
lot
more
harder
people
to fake
get- yeah.
ballots. A lot harder, and like
then to like yeah, just
because you
but
just
then-
change a decimal point, and then
right.
It's all
but
ruined.
that being said, you're basically vote on the internet anyways. I'm sure when you go to the voting booth and it's like all electronic anyways a lot of the time.
yeah, no, I
So-
mean it's a hard thing.
So if it's going to be that, then like it's kind of the same, I guess. You know what I mean?
sort of
Maybe even worse because like the machines there's more access points to
there's
the
a gateway, and it's
yeah,
a
there's
lot
more-
of doors to break.
Yeah, it's a
through.
lot of doors. Yeah.
No, I mean, I
So I don't
agree.
know.
I don't know if I would really trust a full online voting thing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, and even
sometimes it's a little too
even in the
digital.
mail, yeah, even in the mail, it'd be harder to fake too. It'd be like, so you're telling me there were like a million extra like letters or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I
Like,
don't know what
where'd they all come from? Like,
is
what are they?
going
Where's their
on.
address? Like,
Yeah, no, I mean,
yeah,
100%. Like, it's so much easier to fake things in the mail. And right now,
yeah.
it's like,
No, no, I mean like so much easier to like be if things were faked online.
well, I mean, no, I'm saying even mail to in person. Like, if
Right,
everyone did mail, it would be a
right. That
lot
could be
easier to
fake
like put
too.
in, like, because technically it's easier for us, but it'd also be easier to put in like 1,000 more ballots for whatever.
Right, right. It would be.
Yeah, but it's probably not gonna happen because that takes just so much work.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
so. I mean, I can't imagine the effort it would take to hack the American election.
Yeah, it would be.
You it'd be very tiresome. There's some
Yeah.
Russian out there that's just fucking furiously smoking and drinking vodka, and just being so upset right now that he can't get into like the Pentagon's database. Like,
Yeah.
fuck. But no, I definitely, I'm gonna vote by mail. I think. And just assume that my vote's gonna get lost, and just be part of the part of the people that get fucked over, and to happily have my vote wasted that way as opposed to not voting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually voting by mail too. I'm doing a fucking
Well, you have to kind of.
absentee. Yeah.
It's a little different in your case, but because my thing is just right down the street.
Yeah.
It's just I don't even know.
I would just vote in person. I guess you really don't want to.
Well, it's not even that I don't want to. It's kind of that just fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't want to.
Yeah. Well, it's a don't want to, not out of like COVID, because I mean you could be socially distanced, wear masks, whatever.
Right. It would be it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Like that is a bullshit argument. It's like
no,
you can easily still go vote. Like you just wait in a
100%.
line and you spread out.
Well,
like,
also everyone's been doing mailing anyways for years and years and years.
Right. And everybody that has to do a mail-in, or if more people need to now, that's okay.
Yeah,
like
it's just not that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
But I don't think everybody should be able to do one though. In a way, like
you don't think everyone should be able to mail in?
I mean, maybe I think in the future, yes, but I think right now, no. Like I think it's just like when did the rules change for that? Like I don't know. I think you would like want to wait. Like
no,
it's just like
I get what you're saying.
To just
it's
change the rules.
Yet.
You know what I'm saying? But like in a weird way, in a
you...
contentious election, to just like do that is not a good idea. I don't think.
I'm so worried that no matter how this ends, fucking people go crazy and start saying that's not what actually happened. Like if another fucking thing happens with like like Biden wins the popular vote and Trump just wins the electoral college, people are gonna go nuts.
Yeah, there's some like crazy gerrymandering.
Yeah, it's just some obvious political shenanigans.
Yeah,
dude, I part of me, a small part of me hopes that fucking Trump loses and tries to stay in power, and we get a good old fashioned military coup.
That would be
fun. That would be very fun.
It would be honestly. I see what you're saying. It'd be a little fun.
It would be super fun because
as long as it wasn't bad in a weird way, as long as it was just crazy and like didn't fuck things up too badly.
The military would instantly turn. You know what I mean? Like, they would go with the elected president 100% of the time. Like at that point in time, even the Republican leadership would be like the second he loses, expect Mitch McConnell and all those guys to be like, yeah, that guy was a fucking piece of shit. Like I can't wait to hear the shit that comes out.
Like the fucking deep state just will not allow that in a weird way.
Yeah, no, not right now. But no, I mean the fucking phone calls were so bad already. Did you guys hear about that shit?
No.
He called some reporter after having an interview with him, and like, just like honestly, and I felt kind of bad because Trump was clearly talking to someone that he thought was like a close friend, and didn't know he was being recorded and all of this shit, right? And so he's talking on the phone to this guy, and he's like, yeah, and this is like back in February, like February 4th. He's like, yeah, it's getting really bad in China. I think it's going to come over here. Everyone's saying that, like, yeah, it's mainly just old people, but it's definitely way worse than the flu. They don't know the effect that it's having on young people, but it could be devastating. I mean, everything we're reading right now, this is going to be a really, really, really big deal. And then the fucking next day at a press conference, he's saying, it's not even as deadly as the flu, like all this shit. And you're like, Oh, and like I understand what he's going for, because how he claimed it was he was like, I wasn't trying to panic anyone, which is 100% true.
Yeah.
Like the president probably knows about so many accidental accidents, like
Right.
misfired nukes or missiles or something like that they just can't go out and say, hey everybody, our reactor didn't respond to the last test that we did, or there was a big
they're
shooting,
not telling you all that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
know
they're not
exactly
telling
how
you
many
everything.
kids died, but we're not trying to let that out. Like,
Yeah.
like
Somewhere else. Like.
yeah, and that's their job. So like I get it, but it just sounded so bad, and then it just looks so bad because the reporter also looks like a dick, because you could tell it was like Trump talking, like, hey, you're a really nice guy, like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shit.
Like trying to like connect.
Yeah, and like, oh man, because he must be a very alone individual, I gotta say.
Probably. It's not like fun.
I can't imagine he has sex with his wife. Do you think?
No.
There's no way. There's no
Probably
way.
has like prostitutes though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's getting
That simple.
hooks dug into his back while
Yeah.
someone beats him and he jerks off. But at the same time, I just see the relationship and I'm like, that's cold. Oof. She is not my favorite first lady. I will say that.
She like can hardly even speak English.
Yeah, man. Bring back
Yes.
good old Nancy Reagan telling me not to do drugs. That's what I want. I don't even remember. I think we must have missed Hillary when she was first lady, right?
Yeah, I mean maybe when we were like babies in 96 to 2000, I think, right?
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah. I'm podcasting, by the way, because I forgot I had to do this right now.
Oh, right now.
Yes.
Okay.
What was that?
Huh? Nothing. That was nothing at all.
Is that your mom?
Huh? Yes, that is my mother.
Hello.
Yeah.
She says hi.
Hello.
Yeah, your mom.
Huh?
Did you tell her they're having a really important podcast right now?
I'm telling her that we're having a really big flounder of a cast. This is
Yeah.
kind of a snoozer as we try and figure
The
out.
problem is Cooper told me about this damn football game, and now I'm watching it.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
Well, okay.
it's not
well,
my
all right.
fault.
Well, hang on. So this has got to be a new rule, because I can see this becoming an issue further on. In the we gotta do no podcast on football nights. Or-
Yeah, that's fine.
I
That's
think
fine.
that's a good rule going
To
forward.
be fair, I said I was free on Thursday before I realized there was football.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I
But
mean,
the thing
Jacob
is, I'm
completely
also
forgot we were
fully
doing anything
focused.
tonight.
I was
I'm
about to
also
taking
fully
data.
focused.
No, I know, but it's just in general. But we also need to come up with something that we're gonna do every week.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
right.
need that. We can't
Yeah.
just talk.
Yeah. See, do you guys remember when you were trying to
We're
convince
so
me
slow.
that everyone was
We're
like,
so-
"Yeah, let's
we-
just
yeah.
talk." It's just like-
No, we just gotta have a little something to start with.
Yo,
Yeah,
guys,
just
what we should do is we should read the Lord of the Rings books and review those.
Should we?
Hey, we still have one more book left. Maybe we should just read the fucking Return of the King.
Well, we gotta finish the Two Towers.
Oh, where
Yeah,
are
we
at in
didn't even
2000?
get through that. We just failed.
We just gotta go. We just gotta go back to our roots, dude.
We gotta just watch some movies, dude. Honestly. Oh,
I mean, but the problem is we're gonna be done in 3 seconds, man.
Or we could review football.
no, we're not, dude. Or we
Dude.
could review football. Yeah,
Honestly, I wouldn't hate making this a football
Just
cast.
watch football.
we're just a sports podcast now.
Yeah,
I mean, we could do
It
that.
would work.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
That
guys.
could work.
Let's do it next Sunday.
Yeah,
about
just talk
that?
about the fucking game.
Yeah, talk about
No,
the
we
games.
can't do it on Sunday though. That you can't do it on Sunday.
Then when?
You
That's the
buffoon.
Lord's Day.
The games are on the day. That day.
So Monday?
Wow, what if there's Monday night football?
I don't know, Cooper. This
Cooper, I
is
think
kind
I
of
think
more
we
of
watch
your
football
department.
during the game, Cooper. That's what we got to do.
Nice, that was a good touch on. What?
We gotta watch. We gotta watch during
Cast
the game, dude. We
during
gotta
the
cast during the
game.
game.
Oh, I mean, okay, then we can review this game right now.
No.
Yeah.
Well, now it's too.
I gotta
late.
eat
I'm-
dinner,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm gonna
I'm really
go.
hungry.
I
But the
don't.
thing-
I don't
yeah,
want to watch
there's
the Chiefs.
there's some flaws in that because we would only review for like an hour, and these games last 3.5 hours long.
Well, yeah, we don't watch the whole
Well,
game.
yeah, of course
So
we would
would
get bored and
literally-
stop talking.
we would
about
just
the game.
literally just be reviewing a quarter of a football game.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about other shit too, not
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
other
Yo,
Yeah.
I think we just got to be a movie review podcast.
I'm
really
fine, but then
do.
we got to pick a movie. Let's just
All right,
pick
then
one
pick
a
movie.
movie,
We
yeah,
don't even
pick a
have to
movie.
commit to movies. Let's just do one movie. Then.
Let's just make it a good movie too.
All right. I assume it's got to be on Netflix because you girls have Netflix and not HBO Max.
Or
like me.
or you can just find us some stuff, John.
No,
Yeah,
stop.
John, you're
I don't
gonna
wanna
be
do
responsible
all
for
that.
getting us. Just so
You
you know.
just find it. Like it's out there.
And-
Just get it.
I know some movies, dude, and I can send it to you because Dylan sent them to me. Have you guys seen
No.
Ink?
Huh?
Ink?
Ink, I think we watched that movie with Dylan.
Yeah, I think
That's
I
a
have
great
seen that
movie.
movie.
I think
Dude,
everybody's
we
watched
should
that with
review
Dylan.
Ink. That
Ink is
movie
actually really
it's
good.
Nuts. Or Time Thief. Ink is a good movie, but
No,
it's weird. But
not
it's a good movie.
It's
It
not.
is
Yeah,
good.
it
Ink
is
is
a good
good.
movie.
I
Not a
loved
good
that
movie.
movie.
No, I fight this. This movie's stupid.
Let's watch it then
No,
and just see.
no, because
Yeah,
I
well,
hate this
John,
movie.
save it for the review.
Huh?
Save it for the
No.
review,
I don't-
brother.
This is gonna be
I don't
anything
even
like
wanna watch this.
fucking.
I don't
Our
want to
friend's
watch
book,
this
then.
movie again. Absolutely
Dude.
not.
Why would you not want to watch it?
Because it's shit tier, dog. Because it's
I mean,
so
look,
bad.
it's not high budget because you and your like spoiled child, like you know,
Yeah.
living in your big house has to have all the big explosions, special effects.
John's
But you know,
jealous of
the
Ink.
producers at Ink are just working hard, and they made a quality film. And I guess you just can't understand film genius, John.
Yeah.
No, man. No, man. No.
That's what it seems like to me too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
All right, save it for the review. Let's watch Ink.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not. I will just do what you guys do, and I just won't watch you.
Damn,
No, dude.
bro. You have
No,
to.
because then Jacob's not going to watch it, and it's just going to be me watching it.
Yeah, it's exactly what happened with me.
Dude,
I'm
I have it
I'm
on my
putting my
computer
foot down.
right now.
I know you have it on your computer right now. I've seen this movie before. Did not like the movie.
has
not
a
gonna watch it again.
100% of Rotten Tomatoes, dude.
Yeah,
That's
Really?
because
really
it
good.
hasn't been fucking released at all. If it was released into the world and shown in a real
100%.
theater, it
Dude,
would
what other movie has
flounder and
100%?
die. Almost every indie movie piece of shit.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're just saying that.
Huh? Oh, the film premiered at Santa Barbara International Film Festival, world renowned, in January 2003. It had screened in Denver, where it won Best International Feature Award. Rams had on stage in Baltimore and a number of independent movie houses. The film was widely circulated on peer-to-peer networks. Let me tell you what this is. This
Dude,
is
you
fucking
just gave it so many good reviews.
No. None of those things. None of these things are good reviews except for winning the Best International Feature Award at the Cancun Film Festival. The Cancun Film Festival.
Dude, the budget was only $250,000. And they had a fucking amazing
Dude, it's quality,
cast.
man. It's a good message.
An amazing cast with Jessica
You
Duffy.
sure you just don't understand it?
No,
Oh,
man. I mean, it's. I just can't. The problem was, and here's where I'm going to go with this, is that I couldn't get you to watch a similar movie that wasn't ridiculous if it wasn't recommend. If Dylan didn't force you to watch this movie,
what movie?
just as
What
Dylan,
movie were you?
Akira. Let's go with Akira.
No,
That sounds bad.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
It sounds like stupid.
No,
Sounds
no.
like
Sounds like an
stupid
anime.
Japanese
Yeah,
anime.
it's- yeah,
I don't want
that's
to watch
exactly
that
what
shit.
it is.
dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
See.
Akira.
No.
Actually, I could
This-
actually kind of like this.
This
movie, though.
is so much. I mean, look at Akira. It's defined science fiction. It's just a factually better movie than Ink. But
Actually,
because,
John, I would watch this movie.
Yeah, of course you would,
good.
because it's a
How
fantastic
about this?
movie.
Okay, how about this? We'll do Ink the first week, and we'll do Akira the next week.
I would rather do Akira the first week, and I'm in.
Fine.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
All right.
But you have to
Akira
get us
actually is
Akira.
good. I want to watch it
How,
right now.
how can we watch Akira?
I'll send you Akira.
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
Perfect. Next episode, watch Akira.
Okay, Akira, and then we're doing Ink.
Yep.
All right, that's a plan.
Definitely. Yep.
I'm gonna eat dinner now.
All right.
I gotta go.
See ya. Bye.
All right. We'll see you in this
Outro.
game.
Do we even
Yeah,
play
play
the
the outro.
intro?
Yeah,
no,
come
we
on,
didn't
John.
even.
Hits with the outro, bro. At least
Okay.
before we watch Akira.
Elijah Hood here for the XFL Wildcats, and I'm a big Fly You Fools podcast fan, so I know they was looking for Elijah Wood, but they found me. Keep searching for that one true ring and rock on.
Oh, guys, I gotta tell you one thing real
All
quick.
right, what?
Esther, our listener, she
Uh-huh.
was driving back from Kentucky, and she said she listened to us for 7 hours straight.
Oh my
That's
god!
insane.
Really? Did she like it? Was it good? Or?
I don't know. I guess she kept playing it. I told her, "How could you possibly do that?" And she said, "I have a high pain tolerance." I'm like,
Oh.
"All right, well, you still
That's
did it."
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thank
That's
you.
our
That's
listener.
absurd.
That's our
Thanks.
listener.
Thanks, Esther.
Yeah, thanks. Honestly, I appreciate that in a weird way.